Here's the truth. Scraped from the bottom of a shot glass in a bar with air's thick with regret. Why do progressive Zionists in America treat cultural conservatives like they're the grime on their polished boots? It's the kind of question that make a Comanche poet, some weathered warrior of old truths, smash his bottle and snarl these progressive types with their starched collars and cherry-picked crusades, crown their heroes and curse their villains, and it's always the same crooked play. Forgiveness for some, a blade for others, facts left bleeding in the gutter. Take Tommy Robinson, that loud-as-hell Brit who ripped the veil off Muslim grooming gangs. Those girls, poor and white, were lambs to the slaughter, and he roared it to the skies. The UK's 2020 Home Office report backed him, yeah. The gangs are real, not some fevered lie, though the suits swore it wasn't just Muslims, but the Anti-Defamation League, they slapped extremist and Robinson like a bar tab debt, bitching about his anti-Muslim venom. A guy with whiskey breath and a busted knuckle might hiss. Why is the ADL so hot to skin? Robinson but silent on the scum who let those girls get crushed. Truth's a jagged bottle, but they'd rather cork it with a soundbite. Then there's the South African farmers, mostly white, getting hacked to ribbons, mention it, and progressive Zionists sneer white supremacist bullshit. Statistics South Africa 2020 says violent crimes carving farmers up. Race be damned, but no, it's easier to tag it racist than face the gore. Barstool prophet, half-tanked on life's raw edge, might growl. Why is it always conservatives who get branded while the real butchery gets a free pass? It's like they're betting on who can ignore the most graves. And Laura Loomer, Christ, that woman's a Molotov cocktail in heels. She's loud, calls herself an Islamophobe, and got banned from every corner of the internet. The ADL's got her marked as poison, but Al Sharpton, he stoked anti-Semitic fires in Crown Heights 91, and he's still got a megaphone and a halo. A guy with a cigarette burn on his soul might grin. Sharpton's their kind of con, fits the script. Loomer and Robinson, they're too jagged, the kind of noise that makes the martini crowd choke on their olives. Go back to 2020 when BLM and Antifa rampaged like a bad trip in Portland, and Antifa trigger man gunned down a MAGA guy, Daniel Lewis, and some in the crowd cheered like it was a street fight payoff. Progressive Zionist, ADL and all, mumbled about violence but kept their sights on right-wing phantoms, brushing off the left's bloody fist. A street poet cut deep by the world's sharp teeth might spit. Conservatives were open season, but the progressive lens only spotted one hunter. Then October 7, 2023 hits, Hamas slaughters Israelis, and suddenly those leftists, the ones progressive Zionists half-winked at, start snarling at Jews and Zionists. Now they're banging on conservatives' doors, begging for backup, for tax dollars to prop up Israel after years of calling us bigots. They want to kiss and make up. A guy with a chipped grin might cackle till he hacks, "You pissed in my whiskey. Now you want a swig?" It's a one-way alley. This hustle, the ADL throws cash at anti-hate gigs that dodge leftist thugs, but they'll string up a MAGA hat faster than you can blink. Grace? That's for Sharpton. For the right kind of rebel, Robinson, Loomer, the farmers, they're just gritting the gears, too rough for their polished game. A barfly with a pen might scrawl, "Why is it only some get the light while others get the knife, even when they're screaming truth?" And now after all that, they expect conservatives to roll over to rally for Israel when their old pals turn rabid. Nah, understanding's a bar fight, not a gated mansion. You want my fist unclenched? Stop swinging at my face. Truth don't care about your narrative, and I'm too damn tired to pretend it does.